Have you ever noticed that the people surrounding you are so loud, they are so happy, they are celebrating, but you never ever feel that exciting anymore? You don't feel that butterflies in your stomach, the excitement, those goosebumps, they all have just disappeared from your life, and you don't even realize it happened when and because of what. So, and a lot of the times we are just collaborating it with the phase of maturity. We just feel like that we have become mature, we are adults now, so that's why excitement is not our thing anymore. Well, this is not the truth. Have you ever noticed the most successful people are the most excited ones? They are the most curious ones. They are curious for the word, and that is why they are successful. Until you realize, you would have that emotional energy from you inside. You wouldn't have that passion, you wouldn't have the excitement for the things, you wouldn't be curious to grow. So you have to regain that curiosity to actually grow in your life and to feel lively. So now the problem happening with us here is that there are two things which I have noticing and I have came up with. The very first is the social media problem. The social media problem is that we are looking over the people on social media, having a happy life, joyful moments with a very huge laugh on their faces and living their successful life. By looking at them on social media, we are comparing their moments with ours, and we just see that we are having not any joyful moments in our life. We are not happy. We are lesser than them. And we don't realize that social media life is all fake. This is not real. They are just sharing the best, rare moments of their life. And you won't even know that the car in front of he or she has clicked his or her picture, even if that car is his or her, or even if it's not. You don't even know that. You don't know the reality. You are just looking at that picture of the car with that person, and you realize that how lucky he or she is. There's a car and they must be so happy, they are so successful, they are so rich, they are so happy, and we just compare their happy moments with our happy moments, and that's where the problem happens. Because social media is not real. We are skipping the joy of the small moments in our life. We are not cherishing our life, the little joys. We are just ignoring all of them and always comparing our moments with theirs by completely ignoring the fact that social media is actually not real at all. The second problem happening with all of us is that adulthood. The adulthood has just hit us so terribly that we just feel we are mature. And as I said earlier, that we feel that maturity has that numbness phase, the emotional numb era, and we are cool. And that's not how it is. And also because, by being in this adult phase and from teenaging to adult also hit us a large area of life. We feel, we deal with difficulties on our daily life. We deal with relationship problems, the worldly problems and financial problems. And because of dealing with all of this harshness in our life, we stop expecting, we stop having happiness in ourselves. We are just so busy in every adult thing that we don't realize that you're still a human. And it's okay to be lively. You're so much into this adult thing that we have to stop cherishing our little joys of life. And that's where the problem has come. And it is completely normal. It is completely normal because obviously we are so much into our life. We are going through so much things. We have been through so much bad experiences that this has become the natural phenomena in ourselves. And that is completely normal. Now, these were the two diagnoses, the reason why we are not feeling excited anymore. And now here we are coming up to the solutions, how to actually cure this problem, because we need to cure it. So the very first solution is that we have to narrow the threshold. As I said earlier, that because of the constant social comparison, we don't even cherish our little moments, and we are always just expecting from ourselves to celebrate the big occasions in our life. It is not just about the big or small thing. It is all about that you need to practice to celebrate, because you have forgotten how to celebrate. Until or unless you would start cherishing your small moments in your life, you will never ever be able to actually live the bigger ones. So we have to focus on cherishing our small little joys in our life, just having a coffee in the evening with our favorite show, or, just having a good snack. That is okay if it feels as excited, if it feels the butterflies in our stomach, if it's make us curious, it's good, it's okay, it's completely fine. Don't need to be so much harsh on yourself. So we have to narrow the threshold and stop expecting the biggest occasions to come to feel actually celebrate, right? The second thing is that we actually need to look from the childhood lens. Now, the problem here is, have you ever realized it? I have always given this example in so much of my skits, that the child is so curious, and I personally feel it. I look at the children with so much curiosity. I always observe them, notice them, what they're doing, how they're behaving, how they're talking, how they're standing, sitting, playing, and everything, because I'm so curious about that. They are so lively. They are so curious about the world. They have that sparkling eyes. They are learning, growing, and I always learn from them. I don't know why. And in this topic, this is a very important thing. The children have usually that sense of happiness and celebration in every little moment. Even the little piece of jelly will make them exciting or curious, and they will feel so happy. So whenever you are thinking about any occasion or about your life, then you have to look it from your childhood lens. You have to think that at this moment, what would the 10-year-old myself would be doing or would be thinking? You have to think it from that lens. Sometimes you have to go through that phase. It is important. It is important to reverse our mental age in some of the phases of our life. And we have to remember that how we used to be. How is it done, like in the medical, the patients who lost their memory, they have to regain the memory by just simply reminding the past moments in their life, the past experiences, and that helps them actually regaining that memory. And that's what we are doing it here as well. We are just looking at from the childhood lens to actually remember ourselves, well, what would I have been doing it if I would have been the 10-year-old? And what was my joyful moments when I was the younger one? What would have, how would my 10-year-old self feel if that she or he will look me in this current situation, right? Or, that will make you realize how far have you actually come. And the third, that drop the cool girl act and be cringy and enthusiastic again. Yes, it sounds a little hilarious and cheap, I could say. Yes, you have to be a little bit cringy in your life, and that will make your enthusiasm alive again. If it's your birthday, you should plan it. It's okay. You should be excited. And even if you're not, you have to make yourself feel excited. You have to bring that excitement from your inner self, and you have to make it alive on your own. You have to work on it. Maybe that won't happen automatically. because you have completely forgotten it. So you have to regain it. So you have to do a little workout on this. What you could do, the best thing, like I always prefer this whenever it's any big events or I want to make it exciting for me. I make those Pinterest board according to the color theme, the event theme, or according to my mood. And that always makes the thing exciting for me. That's just an example. You can do whatever you want. You can talk to your friends and you can, just have a combined get together just for deciding what should be in your birthday party. You can have a discussion. You can buy a new dress for your birthday, and not just your birthday, even if it's your farewell, any progress in your life, even if it's little. You're always just waiting for the bigger occasions. If I would crack that deal, then only I would be celebrating. This is a small one. Why would I be celebrating this? This is too small. That's where we are wrong. We are not cherishing small moments. That's what I said. We have to cherish the small ones first, then we'll only be able to cherish the larger ones. Okay? So this is important. To be little cringy, be little enthusiastic. And it's okay to be loud. If you're laughing out loud sometimes in the social gathering, then feel like that you're okay and normal now.